Hello everyone, it's Omae and welcome back to the brand new video. Today we have Super Pirate Rumble Championships. So definitely play this to your heart's content. You'll get a lot of rewards and play for your alliance's rank as well. One thing I do want to clarify is that you do want to be playing this, of course, for the ranking, but also make sure you get to 100 wins. I don't know how many times I've made this mistake personally of missing the legend level limit break wanted poster in every rumble season. It is so valuable and important for you to get there. At my current stage, I have 63 wins, so if I just did the dailies, I would not reach it. I have missed quite a few of them. If you've properly done every daily match in rumble, you should have reached that naturally, but make sure you do this check, make sure that you are getting that reward. And let's just take a look at the rules before we do anything. So as per usual, the rules are much more intense when it comes to championship and exhibition. There's much greater increase in your levels for quick, dex, fighter, powerhouse, as well as those tags, giant, paramythia, and animal kingdom pirates. Getting a level 5 special CT speed up for fighters is huge. So that's why I will be testing the Navy fighter team, or my kind of own version of it, in this video. It's definitely not the most ideal version. I don't have Prince Cruz nor Kujaku, but I will also be testing my quick team, which I would say is quite optimal. So hopefully we get some good matches in. Of course, powerhouse are getting that massive 5 level HP up, and also if they have one of those tags, level 10 HP up is huge. Quick team is tanky as hell with defense up of level 10, but of course if the enemy does damage ignoring defense, that really doesn't matter. Having a character that is both powerhouse and has one of those tags, getting essentially 4000 HP from level 15 HP up is pretty huge. I'm not too concerned with Dex getting attack up of level 10. Yes, that is pretty massive, but main thing is Dex fighter teams. Characters like the 12th Annie Luffy, they are going to be quite dangerous. So I will be fighting with the quick team as well as this kind of fighter navy team. I'm using kind of strange characters like S Shark, who is quite selfish. He doesn't give the team a lot. He just kind of tanks a lot of damage on himself. He doesn't really give anyone else defensive effects. Mars, we're trying to get him to die as soon as possible. I did kind of mess up when powering him up. I did give him level 10 passive, which you don't want to do because it'll make him so much tankier, make it much harder for him to die. So I kind of messed up there. Don't make that mistake as well. We are using a Snake, who's so good for her confusion and action binding, and she is a fighter. Most of these units are fighters, so they have that level 5 special CT speed up, which is essentially for most characters a 3-second reduction in their cooldowns. But for characters that have way higher cooldowns, remember, special CT speed up, it scales based on how much CT your units actually need. It is a percentage based buff. So for a character like Emu, special CT speed up is one of the best unit buffs for him to have, because even level 5 special CT speed up would reduce his charge time by 10 to 15 seconds. It is massive. But for units that have very low CT, it doesn't make as much of an impact, only 1 or 2 seconds, maybe 3. We are using Luffy and Lucci. A lot of the time when I use this character, they die quite quickly, but hopefully it doesn't turn out like that. We have Hibari on the bench. I was lucky enough to get her from tickets. And then my Helmeppo, I should have maxed him out for the video, but it is what it is. And then we of course have level limit broken Akainu there. The main reason I put Akainu there is so that we have 5 shooters getting the maximum function from Mars. So that's about it. We have at least 3 sword units, so our Helmeppo and I think Hibari both are meeting their requirements. Let's actually go up against this first team here. They are using 150 Emu and a 120 Shanks, so I'm assuming both of those are Rumble limit broken. They are using Kobe, who's fairly interesting support. He does haste, I think, a few crew members, and then also Mars, of course, but not the 5-star Mars, and then of course Uta. I'm also still scared of what's his face, Bartolomeo. Not Bartolomeo, Kuma. I don't know why I'm getting them confused, bruh. Completely different characters. But their Kuma is only level 105, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. So remember here, The quick team has level 10 defense up from the special rules, and we also have that special CT speed up on both Luffy and a Snake, and then we also have a massive HP up buff for our Luffy and our Smoothie, who are powerhouse units. And remember, Paramithia types are getting buffed, so our Doc Q and Strongheart are getting a level 10 HP up, which is quite massive since I have them quite under leveled. But of course, we're getting those support units killed quite easily. I mean, it's kind of annoying because Smoothie's special was kind of wasted there. Big Mom and Katakuri, very interesting units since they do have that full level 15 HP up. They are a powerhouse and they are Paramithia types, so that's pretty huge for them, right? We do get a shield up buff, and we can use a Snake here to stun Mars. Well, not stun him, but confuse him. Luffy activates. Finally, like, I don't know why when I use this team a lot, Luffy just doesn't end up activating. He takes so long. But I don't think this team is very good. Even though they do have an Alder to charge Emu's special. It's just kind of weird that both Shanks and Emu are on the bench. I get it's a defensive team, so it's not meant to be like fully optimal. Otherwise, it will intimidate the enemy. But still, that wasn't much of a challenge at all. Emu does have the level 5 HP up buff, so a bit tankier, but not that much more. I mean, level 5 is only 1250 HP increase, which in the grand scheme of things is not that crazy. Defense up makes way more of a difference. So we will probably start seeing more intense teams here now that I've actually officially entered the ranking. I usually don't take Super Rumble too seriously. I mean, I never make videos on it, but I do want to start taking Rumble a bit more seriously. I am starting to approach that level 600 cotton candy, or plus 600 should I say. It will still take a while, but with Assault Rumble, it's become so much easier, man. We have a 4 Emperors team here, but it's very incomplete, so I'm not going to face that. It's going to be too easy, man. One team that I am trying to avoid is the 5 Elder Striker team with dual Mars Saturn and the Jupiter and I think not Mars, Valkyrie. Those two. I really want to avoid them. We have a Nico Bonnie team here with Caesar, Usopp, Lilith. This team actually isn't really getting much from the rules at all, but it is a fairly maxed out team. Zoro and Usopp, Lilith as well as Kuma are all maxed. The bench is decked out as well. I'm actually not sure which team is the best for the fighter team to go up against. Let me just check on Nydato's spreadsheet. What does he suggest? He doesn't say, but honestly, might as well go up against this team here. They don't have any confusion. They could action bind my Garp and Kobe with the Usopp and Lilith, in which case I won't be able to get their death hit special. They are evasion to confusion, but not action bind. You know what? I'd rather just fight with the quick team. I'm feeling a bit scared now. Rumble is very terrifying. It's definitely like the RNG involved, and also just how many teams there are. It's hard to know exactly which teams are best against what, and I have very little knowledge about the Navy team. All I know is we're using a lot of sub swap. We have a lot of units to reduce CT, and then of course the death hit from Garp and Kobe, as well as Mars on the team I'm using. Okay, so Caesar activates there immediately, giving us permanent debuffs for the quest. We don't have a way to remove those as well. And Dot is very effective against quick teams since they have a lot of CT problems. Especially since I don't have the new Van Ogre and Devon. Action banning our Smoothie is very annoying. Smoothie is definitely one of the MVPs on the quick team. The amount of CT delay she gives and also just damage, very powerful. A Snake, can you... The confusion didn't work. I don't know who she tried to confuse, but they probably had resistance to it. Or it's like an 80% chance, so it just failed. It targets... No, it's a 100% chance of confusion, so that means one of them is resistant to confusion. We are getting mauled, bro. Okay, at least Nika Bonnie is not ready again. Bro, it's really looking grim. Okay, Blackbeard activated. We did lose S-Snake, so he's gonna do damage ignoring defense. But they had a shield, bro. They had a shield. Yeah, Usa Villith, still such a threat, man. Action Bind is like one of the most basic debuffs in Rumble, but it's still so effective. Like, Action Bind is so annoying, especially since we have units that give it for such long times. If a unit doesn't have resistance to it, it's basically game over. Yeah, it's looking like it's a complete loss here. Even the death hit from Blackbeard didn't do enough. I remember this Zoro does have the attacker buff from being a Dex unit, so he's doing a lot. He will probably kill our units here because of how much damage he's doing from not only the super special being level 150 and also having the attacker buff. Okay, not actually. Maybe we have a comeback here. Blue Jam, half stats damage, action bind. Unfortunately, Blue Jam's action bind is not a 100% chance, so yeah, a lot of that worked. This is a lost cause, man. All my units action binded. Usopp Lilith, bro. Ah, my days. It is what it is. Let's see what the next match is. I mean, I know that the Free Spirit Cerebral Nika Bonnie team is just a bad matchup for the Quick team. But still, man, it's still annoying. I was hoping they'd be able to perform and clutch there, but I mean, they are running fully 150 characters, so I can't like say the team is bad just because I lost against them. In Rumble, you can't just say a team is bad because they lost against a team. Yeah, they need to have a wide variety of teams they can win up against, and the reliability is an important factor. If a team is winning only half of the time against a specific team, then it's not really that good, right? Maybe as a defense team, it can still be good because people will fall for it. And even if you're not winning all the time, it's fine because a defense team is not meant to win 100% of the time, right? This is a weird team they're running at the bottom here. What a strange team, man. I didn't even know people still use Emmett. People use Emmett in Rumble? That's a new one to me. Okay. These are all very random teams. I want to fight the Blackbeard Pirates team with my Navy team. This could be interesting. I mean, I've been glazing Shiryu. This new rare recruit. I don't know why they're putting Burgess on the main lineup though. I get why they're putting Doku on the bench because that unit is very fragile. But they do have actually HP up buff, so they should be fine. Being a Paramythia type, level 10 HP up is nothing to scoff at. Okay, so I'm very interested now. I've never used the Navy team before, so this is kind of my first impression. They've been up in the game for quite a few months now, but I just haven't gotten the units nor the desire to test them out. But F-Shark getting that special right at the start is nice. Having that combo of provoke and also the counter stance is pretty nice. Okay, Mars actually died very quickly there. That's nice, actually. That's perfect, actually. Thank you, Shiryu, man. Okay. I mean, we don't really need the fixed damage. Mainly the CT reduction. Garp Kobe already activating is massive, man. Debuff removal, spread damage. They're already losing like half of the HP. Hibari appeared on the field, delaying the enemy even more. I mean, we're essentially exploiting the Blackbeard Pirates team's main weakness, which is the lack of CT at the start of the quest, by charging our specials super quickly and delaying the hell out of them. Yeah, they didn't stand a chance, man. They did not stand a chance. I'm impressed, bro. Also, I think this is the first time I'm using S-Shark. I've just avoided this character. I did end up buying them in the middle exchange a few months ago. Or I might have just pulled them on a disc on multi. I don't know. But I don't think the unit's that good. Maybe as a bench character. I don't know about using them on the main lineup here, though. I feel like they're not pulling he's not pulling his weight, bro. And the confusion prevented him from using his on-death special. So that was I would say that's a perfect victory. Everything went there so smoothly. And the fact that Mars died so early kind of doomed them. Having Garp and Kobe activate so quickly is massive, man. Having that CT delay from Hibari coming in, and then also the CT reduction from Mars. French kiss, bro. Amazing, bro. Not French kiss, bro. Chef's kiss, bro. Okay, never mind. Let's go into the next match. I don't know who I'm gonna fight up against. I want to use the Navy team again. I'm having fun, man. I'm really having fun with this unit, man. Gob Kobe, I have them not level limit broken to level 3, so I can't give them the rumble key, right? But they're still pulling their weight, that's for damn sure. Let's find a decent team up to go against. I feel like this could be quite interesting. The Navy team against the 4 Emperors. So we have characters that reduce their CT at the start of the battle. I think Caesar's already right at the start. And of course Emu. And then also the on-death specials. These characters activate really quickly. So I think the Navy team, who also has a similar premise, is going to be quite an interesting matchup. If we can confuse the enemy with a snake, and action bind them, then before we kill them, then the on-death special will not work. This is going to be interesting. I'm excited. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. I don't think the units are getting a lot of the buffs from the season. I mean, Emu's getting the HP up 5, Luffy is getting attack up 5. I think Luffy also a fighter? I really can't remember. I've not experimented with Luffy whatsoever. I don't have him on my account, but I definitely could have tested him out on one of the giveaway summons for you guys. But it's hard to get like a proper full team going on those giveaway accounts when it comes to Rumble. Emu activates immediately. Ooh, he ability binds Mars. Oh, that's the worst outcome, bro. That's the worst outcome. Hibari delays Buggy. Okay, I don't care really. Not having that special CT speed up from Mars is, I think that's gonna doom us, because Shanks is now gonna get to activate. We're gonna straight up just lose our entire lineup. We did. Oh wait, why didn't Shanks do the damage ignoring defense, bro? I need a refresher, bro. Luffy's doing our main DPS is gone. At least Hibari does the on-death special, half stats. Okay, pretty good damage actually so far. Like, if Gob Kobe successfully does the on-death special. Wait, what's happening with Hibari, bro? Like, why is she activating twice? I thought she already died. No, she's on like 1 HP, bro. Ooh, the getting the half stats to happen twice. That might have actually saved us. If Gob Kobe does the on-death special. Oh yeah, Blackbeard wolfed. Okay. Bro, specials are taking so long. Our specials are taking so long. If Shanks activates again, I don't know how Hibari's still alive, bro. Like, what is happening? Yeah, Shanks really isn't doing much damage. It's because he doesn't have a radiant pirate, I think. I'm not 100% sure, right? Okay, yeah, the ability bind, I think it's over. Yeah, we don't have the revive on death hit for Gob Kobe. Okay, but yeah, we cooked. We're done for. I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what team you're using, if Emu activates for that second time, it's just game over, bro. It's just game over. I think we put up a pretty good fight there. Like, I was surprised by Hibari. She was doing that whole sub-swapping thing with Halmepo. Very effective, actually. I thought we were going to make a comeback, but it is what it is. But I think that's going to be it for the video. I don't want to make it too long. So once again, I reiterate, avoid the 5 Elders dual team because that is heavily powerhouse based. These characters are going to be even tankier. Avoid the Navy team with that massive special CT speed up, especially if you see Marcus Mars on the main lineup with the 5-star version. Use the quick team, use your own Navy team if you can make one. And that's gonna be about it. I might make a separate video guiding you guys with defense teams this month or for this particular championship. We only have 2.5-ish days before this finishes, so make sure you get this done. Make sure you get your 100 wins for the quick level limit break wanted poster. But that's gonna be about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe. Peace, and I'm out.